Hey, it's Copper Carver, and today we're doing the unboxing of the Ailofy Stellar floor lamp. First of all, I could be saying that wrong. A lot of these companies don't tell me how to pronounce it, but Ailofy? I don't know. Anyways, we have another floor lamp. I'm seeing so many different companies starting to come out with their own floor lamp. But honestly, guys, floor lamps are amazing. I have so many now, and they're great for corners. They're great for walls. They're just, I don't know. I'm starting to like them more than lamps. Well, first of all, they have a lot more colors. They got your neutrals, your warms, and your white colors and things like that. But anyways, this is a company that I've never really heard of before, and they have 8 different products. This floor lamp only sells for $70, so that's honestly not too bad of a price. It goes all the way up to 1500 lumens, so that's pretty bright. It does have your warms, your neutrals, and your white colors. What's really cool is that this does have something that I don't see on a lot of products, and honestly, this is something that I wish all floor lamps have. It has a button on top, a tap feature, to turn it on and off, which is so awesome. Most floor lamps, they either have remotes, buttons on it that's like towards the bottom, or an app. The fact that this has a tap, I honestly love that. It does come with an app that I'm gonna tinker around with, and I'll make sure to show that for y'all, but apparently there are a bunch of different scenes. There is a DIY mode, so you can create your own color combination. It does have music sync, voice control. Of course, you can change the brightness level, and there is a timer on it. But anyways, let's go ahead and open this up. We will put it together. We'll take a look at the lighting effects, and I'll give my overall thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and do that. With this being a floor lamp, of course, I need a bigger space to open this up. So I'm just coming over here on the floor. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That's a way tinier base, skinnier base than I thought. On the Govee Floor Lamp Pro, it kind of has a base like this. And the Govee Floor Lamp 2, much smaller. Pretty plastic right there, but I mean, it has some weight to it. Let me set this right here. And it looks like it does come with the tools necessary to put it together. Got the tiny little screwdriver right here. Some tiny nails. Looks like the power cord right here. Let me just set this here for now. Let's find the other pieces. Okay, in here we have the instruction manual to put it together, quick start guide, QR codes to install the app. Let me find the other pieces real quick. Okay, here is the light itself. Feels typical of a light that goes in there, but here's the light. And here are the other pieces. So this is like one of the other floor lamps that I had, where you insert right here. You got the screws, and then I guess you put in the light afterwards. So, you know what, this will probably take like 2 seconds to put together. So let's do this. Put it together real quick. Then we're gonna put the light in it. Here's the top. I know on the Govee one, you always put this part in first. So let's do that. There it goes. Okay, that's it right there. I guess that this is probably like, I don't know, like 5 foot tall, give or take. Yeah, probably so. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. We'll connect it to the app, and then we'll take a look at the effects. I'm actually going to plug this in first to get the initial reaction. Then I'll connect it to the app. I will say the power cord is not long at all. It's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet. But of course, I guess you can get extension cords. Hit the camera. All right, here we go. Plugged in. All right, there we go. It is on. You probably can't tell, but it's blue. I will say, honestly, right away, you can see You can see the bulbs in this, but this is meant to face the wall. Let me hold that up. Might be hard to see. Let me change the coloring here. But yeah, see, you can clearly see the highlight parts of this. But let's go ahead and connect it to the app, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I pulled up the app. I click Add Device. I connect it to my networks. I am going to connect it to my Wi-Fi off screen. After connecting it, I name it, and here we go. Okay. So here's a little run through where it shows you the different parts of the app. This is reminding me of the Govee app. We have our scenes and everything like that. So that is nice. Settings up. Oh, okay. We have an update right away. You know what? Let's go ahead and update it. I am going to fast forward through the update and kind of skip that in case it takes a while. So, all right, let's update it. All right, skip through the update, and here we go. Okay, so we have our different scenes, and it looks like they are in little sections. So feel free to pause at any point and take a look at these. I am just going to kind of click through this a little bit, but here in a bit I am going to actually show what a lot of these look like. Of course, that's all of our favorite parts. But yeah, let's go through this a little bit. Yeah, a lot more scenes than I thought. My rules. Interesting. I guess you can group and record things right there. Okay. Music modes. Okay, this does have the music modes, like I said before, so we'll definitely take a look at some of the music modes. Here are different color sets, so it looks like you can actually customize some of these modes. So that's cool. You can have it be a little bit more of what you like. So that is nice. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of playing around. I am actually learning this with y'all. It looks like over here we have basic color control. This is where you can do your warms, your whites, your cools. So that is nice. And then let's look up here in the settings. So we have the different modes that we can check through. Battery mode, all these different things, mic sensitivity. That's actually really cool. So a lot of different setups and things like that. But yeah, guys, I like the app. It's simple, it's pretty to look at, and I like it. Okay, now that we've played around with the app, let's go ahead and see what this looks like in the corner and facing a wall. And I'll put the name of the effect on there. We'll check out the music mode and everything, and then my overall thoughts. So something a little different, guys, is there a music mode? Well, let's just put it this way. With a lot of other music modes from other lamps, there is a built-in mic in the floor lamp, or it utilizes the mic on your phone to pick up sounds, and it has lights that react to sounds. However, their music mode, all it is just more scenes. It's more scenes that just move around and bounce around a little bit more, where too, if you're lucky, some of it might match some of the music you're listening to. So they call it music mode, but essentially it's just scenes that bounce around a little bit more. So I'll admit that's disappointing. So this floor lamp, I don't really have a lot of complaints or a lot of high praises. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It lights up the back wall. It gets bright. It does your neutrals, your warms, your white. I mean, it does good colors. If I did have some things that I would say, like if you're an RGB enthusiast like me, you'll notice that whenever the colors move, it's more like blocky. It's not like super smooth and gradient. But honestly, if you just have it on in the background, not that big of a deal. I will say for a floor lamp, this is the first floor lamp I ever got that has a music mode. But the music mode is honestly like a dynamic mode. I don't know why they even have a music mode, because it doesn't seem to actually pick up sounds from your phone or from the device. Like, I looked around in the settings, I tried being loud, I tried making purposeful noises to make it react, but it just seemed like a preset of moves that would just move. So they just seem a little bit quicker than the other dynamic modes, but it's honestly just more dynamic music modes. Or just dynamic modes, I should say. For the price of $70, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. But honestly, in my opinion, it's either you go big or go really cheap. I'd either go really big with the Govee, or you can go really cheap with some like $30, $40 ones that's still good enough. There's not really space for like middle ground unless it really does fill that middle groundish, if you get what I'm saying. Like the cheap $30 ones that I've done before and this one that's $70, I don't really see a difference between them. To me, the difference between the $30 and $70 one, there's no difference between those and like those. There's just no difference between the $30 one and the $70 one. I don't see a difference. Maybe the brightness level might be a little bit different, but I don't think it is with this other brand that I did recently. So I don't know. In my opinion, it's still great, but I'd either go with the Govee more expensive one or the cheap $30 ones. I don't really get the point of this $70 one. I don't get it. Anyways, though, it's a great product. It's fine, but I don't know, $70, it's not worth $70 to me. It doesn't have all the cool things that the Govee one has that's more expensive, and it's not worth $40 more than the cheap one, in my opinion. So yeah, decent floor lamp, nothing wrong with it. I do like that it has the tap feature to go on and off. I mean, that alone is really cool. But yeah, anyways guys, I appreciate y'all coming by. This is another floor lamp. Eventually I'm gonna have a lot of different brands of floor lamps where I can do a comparison video. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe.